Hello. It's been a little while since I've posted a video. Um, I've been kind of just lost in the grind and really not sure um, how to articulate what it is that I'm going through. Um, uh, for the most part, I am doing well. I'm doing my meditations and trying to look after my health, and I'm with the children a lot, and work and school, and I'll say school, education, um, studying. Uh, Focused a little bit on Dungeons and Dragons. Um, my party fought that I DM for fought a adult white dragon, and there's some homebrew shenanigans, and they ended up inadvertently, accidentally turning it into a Dracolich, which was fun. So they had a phase 2 boss fight that almost killed them all, but they managed to pull out of it. Been playing some as a player as well. Um, Trying to keep up with my therapy and my mental health things. Make sure I don't go psychotic. Meditation really helps to ground and keep me level. Because I do still have a lot of low moments, and it's just important to try and navigate those. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to start looking after my physical health a little bit more here. I'm trying to eat more. Down to 190 pounds. I was up to 235, so quite a bit overweight. Didn't lose at all the healthiest, but it's lost, so I'm going to try and keep it off. I want to start working out. Practicing my awareness on what I'm feeling. Making sure I'm in the sun, looking after my plants and the animals. Try to do things with the kids. Don't just end up in a depression bubble. I'm going to release another chapter here soon. I currently do have some things going on still in my life with family members and being sick and some tension between me and the mother of my children, but I'm not going to go too much into those until they're at least mostly resolved for a privacy standpoint. It's always a lot going on, but I'll get through it. I feel like I am on the right path, doing the right things. It's important, when I've said this ad nauseum, and I'll probably continue to say it ad nauseum, that it is important to be kind with yourself. We all fall down. We all get a little fucked up sometimes. You know, the human experience is a confusing one. And we're all just kind of figuring it out as we go. So be kind to yourself. Be patient. Take the time and the efforts to learn to be better. Work on your awareness. Focus on your passions. Do something for joy. and all of these things to look after yourself, your physical health, your mental health. You've got to, it's a routine, man. You got to do it tired, you got to do it depressed, you got to do it happy. You just got to fucking do it. Always. You slip, and you will. We all do. You got to get back up. You got to slip again. You got to learn. You got to make it a part of the dance. Got to be kind to yourself. Got to be kind to others. I recommend going to therapy for everybody because, generations of survival is not conducive to the true emotional experience, to being supportive and loving with each other. And we're at a tipping point in society, I believe, where we're able to start branching into those. So therapy helps to navigate those traumas, to be better. And I'm not a therapist yet. Just a guy that's crying to people randomly on the internet and talking about my problems and things that I've experienced and things that I do that help me manage, and my tools that I have also learned in therapy. And for the most part, just rambling and splash in some nerd things because I'm a huge fucking nerd. I've been trying to connect more with myself the last little while. Just be on a page, I guess. I'm getting a lot of I'm feeling like I'm being pulled in a direction, and I feel like a lot of things are going to be at the end of that path. But I'm being pulled to it, and I feel like my feelings and my brain, my logic is at war, because I like to think things through, and it's just, I'm at a point where, like, it's good to have a plan, but for the most part, I think I just need to focus on feeling and navigating those feelings. And, some of the things that I'm deciding to do, it doesn't make sense at all, logically, and it's upsetting a lot in my life. But it's what I feel like I need to do. So I'm doing it. It's going to be uncomfortable, and it's going to be painful. It's going to be hard. My life is hard. Anyways, everything is hard. Everything worth it, especially, is hard. You just got to make your choice. What kind of hard you want. And you've got to commit to that. I'm reaching out a lot to my friends, unfortunately for them. Love them very dearly, and they're very important to me, and they've been very supportive. Again, I'm trying to keep identifiables of people out, because I don't want to, information is important to safeguard. Which is also another reason why it takes me so long to get these videos out, because, I get talking, and then I'll say a name, or a location, or an identifiable, and it's not so copacetic with me. I know a lot of my friends probably don't care, but a lot of them probably do. Or some of the people that might bring up that I'm not currently talking to, they probably would also not appreciate information being put out there. I feel more at peace, though I am still in anguish over things that have happened in the most recent chapter. Still very much in love. Still very much don't see that changing. So just focusing on my life and getting myself better. Making it something worth living. Motivate people, or at least my children, that they can do better. Struggling with guilt and a lot of other negative feelings. It's hard to navigate all of the feelings. As I said, human experience is a very confusing one. Trying to find that balance. There's a festival coming up I'm thinking about trying to go to. If I can swing it, see how it goes. I don't generally like large groups of people. I don't generally like people in my own social settings. My Dungeons and Dragons group and a few select people that when they decide they want to invite me out, I will sometimes indulge when I have the emotional or energetic spaces for such things. I'm kind of reclusive, except for, like I'll reach out to people on the internet sometimes because that doesn't really take much energy to talk to people that way. And I do like socializing to a degree. Been doing that a lot less, other than like with my close friends that are supporting me in my emotional turmoils. We've been having nice weather, bouncing between beautifully sunny and heavy amounts of rain. But I'll try to make more videos and talk more, trying to encourage anybody who watches to find somebody to talk to. And if you have the means, find a therapist that can help you with the tools to navigate. Probably a lot more sophisticated than I could. Just trying to encourage. Struggling to find words to say that I haven't already said. I have talked about this most recent chapter ad nauseum. I have thought about it and reflected on it. Probably more than I should. I'm trying to sit with this and learn everything I can from it. I'm going to have to carry it with me anyways, at least for, if not forever, for a very long time. I might as well take everything I can from it. Not everything that we do is necessarily going to be healthy, but we're not striving for 100% perfection. We're just striving to be the best that we can be and accomplish the best that we can. And I feel at this point it's important for me to, have that hope that I have in regards to her and honor that love that we have or had. It's a gift, and not one that everybody gets to experience. And I had it for even a short time. And it was a beautiful moment. I'm not usually one that's quick to forgiveness. In fact, I thoroughly struggle to forgive myself, even, especially myself. But usually, when people wrong me, I'm very. I don't let that go. And not that there's any reason to necessarily hold any grudges or anything, but this is a typical situation where I feel I would, and I don't. I don't harbor any negatives other than the pain that I'm feeling. Which the pain that I'm feeling isn't negative. It's just pain. I'm hurting. And that's okay. It means it was real. For me. And I'm going to honor that by bettering myself. More rambles. Sorry. Um, so, in the next few days or so, if I get the chance and the time, I'm going to try and make videos, a video of another chapter of life that I have had. Talking about struggles and what I did to manage or not manage, and what I feel like I could have done better with the tools that I have now. I've been seeing a lot of robins lately. The last few years I haven't seen many of them. There's a lot this year, though. Anyways. I'm really bad at this. I don't know. It's important also to take note of what you consume in your life. Eating better helps, but social media, there's a lot that it's geared to make us feel not necessarily the best of things. There's been a lot of reels on my end specifically that have been to do with like heartbreak, and it's perpetuating. I notice it's perpetuating a cycle in my head that it's just feeding, and it makes the spirals worse. So you got to be careful of that. Also, the music that you listen to. When you're feeling particularly sensitive, maybe it's not so great to sit in some music or whatever. Because I listen to a lot of music. It's not necessarily good to sit in the music that sits there and helps you wallow. But maybe instead start listening to something that's more uplifting. I'd like to start reading again soon. But I got a lot of studying to do anyway. I think that's everything. Do better. Be better. I wish anybody who watches this well, and anybody who doesn't. I don't know. Maybe if I noticed that there's quite a few people that actually been watching, so I don't know if there's anything that you specifically would like me to mention or talk about, or if there's like a particular video where you want me to talk more in depth about a particular part that I didn't. Just put in the comments or something. Would be good. If you take anything away from anything that I've talked about or expressed, share it and maybe your experience. Like, subscribe, share me with your friends. I don't know. Don't imagine it's particularly beneficial for people to watch me cry, snarl, and whine, but I'm hoping that somebody somewhere gets something good out of it. Love and light and all that bullshit, I guess. Take care of yourselves.